Hello and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion and to the Dark Brotherhood Guild Hall beneath the city of Chekenhall. We have a quest to turn in at Vincenzo Valieri. Maybe we should make him active so that we know where he is, unless he's here. Nope. No. Can I use this? No, I need a key. Nope, he is not in his room. And that's not him.
So Mortieri has escaped. Well done. As payment, I am pleased to award you this amulet, Cruelty's Heart, as well as another advancement in rank. I hereby bestow upon you the title of Eliminator. Your blood is cold, your heart hard. You exemplify everything the Dark Brotherhood stands for. I present to you now this key. It unlocks the well behind the abandoned house above. Use it to gain hidden, quick access to this sanctuary.
I mean, hidden access has not really been a problem so far. Right. So we got the quest, My Brother's Keeper. Let's see what that entails. Or maybe we actually didn't. Okay.
Well now, instead, you must report to Ochiva here in the sanctuary. She will be providing all your contracts from now on, and is waiting for you as we speak. Before you go, however, I intend to make good on an offer I made some time ago. As a vampire, I may pass my gift on to others as I see fit. You have served me well, and I choose now to extend that gift to you. Shall I use my dark powers and turn you into a vampire?
No,
yes,
not right.
I can understand your trepidation, for it is not every day one is invited to join the ranks of the undead, eh? If you ever change your mind, fear not. My offer will always be open. Simply return and speak to me about the dark gift, and we can proceed.
Thank you.
Spill some blood for me, dear brother.
Oh, Shiva. She is not in this room, but she is in here. Training. Oh, it's not like I've been out there killing people. It's not like I need training. But maybe she did.
Ah, greetings. I have been waiting for you. As Vicente surely told you, your time working with him has come to an end. From now on, you will receive all assignments directly from me. In fact, your next contract is available now.
Okay. Contract.
In the Imperial City, there lives a high elf who must be removed from existence. Finding this person may prove challenging. Are you interested?
Sure.
I knew you wouldn't be able to resist. Your target is a high elf named Phalion. He lives somewhere in the Imperial City and fancies long walks. Unfortunately, that's all we know. We don't know which district he calls home, which establishments he frequents, or anything about his schedule. This contract will require a bit of detective work. I suggest you speak to your fellow brothers and sisters and see if they can offer any advice. Ah, yes, there is one more thing. The Imperial City is also home to an Imperial Legion captain named Adamus Philida. Do you know who that is?
No, never heard of him.
Philida has dedicated his life to eradicating the Dark Brotherhood, and he becomes rather irate when our duties take us to the Imperial City. When that happens, he tends to make our lives uncomfortable. Let's not give the good captain any reason to go poking around in our affairs, If possible, do away with Phalion someplace out of the way. Definitely indoors with no other people around. A secure location with no witnesses. This will make it look like a simple murder. Philida will be none the wiser, and you'll receive a nice bonus. Now go, and may Sithis go with you.
Well, we got.
I know what you're thinking. Gogron. Now this is what I'm talking about. You kill him up close, face to face, and you still get the bonus. I wish all the contracts were like that.
So you really...
Happy hunting, my brother.
Right, well, there are other people around, and... So I believe I can go up here now. Let's just see, what was the item that we got? I'm getting off track on a lot of... I need to store this. Cruelty is hard, fortify willpower and fortify strength. That does fortify strength quite a lot, but it's not my style. Do we have... Oh, that just leads down to where they're sitting. I saw a Qa'Rajh around somewhere. The living quarters would be an obvious place for... Alright, let's go and take a look. It's worth a shot. So we don't know where in the Imperial City. That's not necessarily a problem.
Yes, dearest. Know what I'd do? Talk to Phalion, learn who he is. Maybe then you can lead him to a secluded place. Then, when you're alone, you know.
Well, that
Good
doesn't
luck, brother.
help me
I hope you don't
find
get killed. I mean, well, you know.
You again. Away from me, house cat. Look at that fur. What a disgrace. Ah, dear friend, may I steal a moment of your time? I have a rather delicate situation I was hoping you could help me with. This is a personal matter, and will have no bearing on your standing within the Dark Brotherhood. Would you like to hear more?
Sure.
I find your decision most agreeable. Now the details. Far south of here, on the southern end of Cyrodiil, lies a swamp called Bogwater. Hiding in that swamp, you will find an Argonian shadow scale named Scartail. Kill this renegade, and bring me his heart as proof of the deed.
Okay.
I do so love pursuing a contract in the Imperial City. The alleys, the shadows, the challenge of evading Philida's Legion troops. I envy you. May
Good.
you walk always in the
Amazing
shadow of
piece of
cities,
advice.
dear brother.
And here I was thinking that the Dark Brotherhood could be useful for something. Well, I was wrong. Right. So we know we are to go to the Imperial City. Obviously, as I've just gone to Chekenhall, the road itself is clear. Well, at least it was. I don't believe that robbers and bandits and whatnot have respawned, but there's always a chance. Right. So, do we have a quest marker for him? Or is that just a general go to the Imperial City? Market district. Well, that would be a good place to
Well met.
snack
You've got
up
a
some
real bounce to
rulers
your step. I'll bet you're quite the
and
acrobat.
such. First off, though. No, that can wait. And we do have a house in the Imperial City, so that will do for that. For storing things and such. I honestly did not expect to keep that blade that I staged the assassination of Lucien Mocher. I thought that was a one-time use and then hand over the dagger and be done with it. Apparently not. Good, okay. So no bandits coming in this way. There are usually one or two around here, hiding behind that rock dropping. Well,
Am I supposed
to be impressed? No, you're supposed to try and hold your balance, and you failed. Cedric arrows, you know what? You can keep those. I will take your lockpicks. Oh, Imperial soldier. Well, I have no beef with you. Nope, I will not speak. So, going to the Imperial City. Ah, yes, I killed that ogre. Don't remember leaving him in a state like that, but, well, what can you do? So, as per usual, we'll go through the sewers. I think the north tunnel should prove... Another ogre. Huh. They fall like wheat. I think the north tunnel... I know that the south tunnel definitely leads to the market, but I do believe that the north tunnel also does. Either way, it works out in our favor along the road. Okay. I think there'd be some... Well, there is the remains of a building. Those... Durations get increased. And I'm over encumbered. I could use the medallion that I've just gained to raise my strength and thus my carrying capacity. Just snipe a goblin. Yep. Not even a shaman. That's a warlord. Might not take care of this. It did not, but it did send him flying. Worked for me. Oh, here's actually an archer. Don't think I've seen a warlord be an archer before. Not that it really matters. The guy died, and that's what matters. So no shaman. Huh. Well, I suppose the warlord is a bigger challenge, better armor, more dangerous in melee combat. Ooh, yes. Your hand skill increased. Say, how close are we to leveling up? We're very close, actually. Light armor and blunts seem to be the closest ones. Blunt will get us to... If we have some bandits hanging around here.
Our presence here will not be tolerated.
Here!
Ooh, fire!
Here!
Come back here.
You mangy house cat!
Light armor still increased.
Yeah. Ha! Yeah.
Sit down. Arrow of the North Winds. Seems like a lot of work. Well, we got the level up. I did not expect it to go that quickly, but... well, I am prepared. I have both my dice tower and a D8 ready. Just because you never know when you need to level up. Now let's grab this on the other side. So, sleeping? Yes, let's go for an hour. And ready the dice. Probably get the same message that we got all the other levels. Yup. Right. Bonuses in everything but intelligence and luck. Well, doesn't matter where the bonuses are, because it's the dice that decides. So, first roll, that's 6. Endurance, more hit points. Good. Also governs armor, that's a major skill for that. Second roll, that's another 6. That's a 1. Strength. You'll be able to carry more and do more damage in melee combat. And the final, potential, that's 5. Speed. That'll make us run faster. And it governs light armor too. So, how much can I carry at the moment? 612, but that's because I have the lightened load on. As it should be, right? Could probably do with some repairing of our armor. Now that we've taken a couple of hits. Nothing much, but this will also potentially clear out a little bit of our inventory, as repair hammers do weigh quite a bit. No broken hammers. Oh well. What? Got a fish coming after me or something? Or is it a mud crab that have decided to end itself? Oh! Slaughterfish! It's been a while since I've seen slaughterfish. Oh, that's the Imperial prison sewers. Probably don't want to go in that way. What were you expecting, really? How did that look for... So hand to hand and light armor just leveled up. Okay. So blunt and armorer and blade. Okay, well... I'm certain the sewers are crawling with rats and mud crabs. Both well-fitting for a good twat with an axe. But I will use my fists until we get into the sewers. No particular reason, I just feel like it. We are level 31. It's more than I've ever been. Well, I've never cleared out so much of the game actually in one setting. So, yeah, well, progress is being made. That's a rat up ahead. go! Woohoo! Right. That was just to clear this place out. No treasure over here? Doesn't look like it. Right, we ran past another door. Or did we? Let's see, so in here... Ah, we did. I was quite sure that... Ooh, this is a treasure room. Oh, we also got some mud crabs. Yup. Reeves of Canyon Striding. Nah. First of the Righteous. That's a skill book, but it's one that I've read already, so it's not worth picking up. Axe of Icy Darkness. Cool name, but not really worth my time. Alright, let's get a layout of this place. So, that leads to the North Tunnel. This leads to the city. Okay, so we need to go into the North Tunnel first before we can see if this leads onward to the market sewers. And if it doesn't, well, that's not really a big loss. You have places to go and plenty of time to go to places. Is this the right way? Yeah, that's the other way. Okay. What's through here? Mud crab. Oh. Okay, let us see. So that leads to the market sewers, and that leads to the market sewers. Excellent! Just as I had hoped it would. I don't know if those crabs were about to duke it out, but, well, I settled it for them. These will return to these sewers eventually, even if I have to trudge back and forth through this disgusting place a couple of times. Well, eventually people will get the message. Don't move in here. I mean, rats I can understand. Even if these are rather large rats. Alright. What a bit. Well, it's not bad. Still got a ways to go before we can actually level up and play it in blood. And once we do, however, we will get to level 50. What do we get out of that? A simple power attack, nothing more. Okay, let us see where the arrow wants to take me. It wants to take me to... straight up into the market district. Well, I couldn't just let trade like that be forgotten now, could I? I don't need it, but it's probably fair to say that I'm the richest assassin in the Dark Brotherhood. Huh. You look dead. Was that my doing? Probably. Ooh. Wait, was this the right way, actually? Huh. Well, I didn't expect that. I thought I had to go around and then up and over, but, well... Certainly don't mind when things actually go my way for a change. Sure, I could bumble around in the sewers a bit. Ooh, I heard someone talking. Oh well. Probably just a couple of bandits. Really not worth wasting time on. Okay, let's see. So if it's green, that means he is in this district, walking around. It is. So he is somewhere in here. Oh. Okay. Now that's not cool. Right. A high elf.
You have the eyes of a trained marksman.
Answers venom. So the arrow was green. That means that he's not likely in one of the establishments here. It is turning red.
How are you?
You please not. Oh, it's 8 p.m. Yeah.
You're a sneaky-looking sort.
The
Hello.
one who just snuck up on me. Ah, nice. So he enjoys long walks, eh?
Greetings, Khajiit.
The high elf.
A pleasure to see you.
Yes. Okay, where is this guy? Now, might be prudent to ask about in an inn. After all, that is where you collect rumors, big and small. Let's see. I don't think he's in here, but... Whoa.
Hello.
Please, go ahead.
Let's take you first. Just,
See anything?
drop a
Who told you that? Rustlin and Laronk. Those idiots don't know when... Who told you... I don't know what you're... See any...
Okay.
We'll see.
Boy, did haven't I already done this? Oh well, can do it again. Definitely don't mind.
That's an... So, goodness. What can I say? You win this... Sorry. Goodness. You're a big fat liar.
Yeah.
You win... You're a... Sorry. That's enough. That's just... I see.
What?
If you tell anyone I said anything bad about... See any...
Okay.
If you tell anyone I said...
Put on the feed bag. I'm Dilos Fandas. We got food and drink, and lots of it.
Failure.
Phalion, you say? Why, yes, I know who he is. Rather distasteful fellow, actually. I believe he lives at the Tiber Scepter Motel. That's in the Talos Plaza district, here in the Imperial City. I'd ask around there if I were you.
Thank you.
Good day.
That was exactly the information I was looking to gather. So I'm pretty sure I did the Corrupt Watchman. I think I did it off camera or in an episode that accidentally never got published because, well, the video file was corrupt. So, the Talos Plaza. Well, that is in the exact opposite end of town. So, going through the Imperial Palace
It is a
gardens,
privilege.
Yes, it is. Now, scram. Should be the quickest way. Well, it is the quickest way. Now, if he is in a hotel room...
Hail, good citizen. How can I be of service?
Hello,
Please, go ahead.
Let's just see what the questline says. Valian lives at the Tiber Septim Hotel in the Talos Plaza district of the Imperial City. I asked around for him there. I can feel myself getting closer, but I must remember I will forfeit my bonus if Valian is killed in an unsecure location. The hotel will simply not do. Oh, well, that's good to know before running into the place with blade drawn and slashing at every high elf I see. Tempting as it may be. Right. Well, it was said that he enjoys long walks, so perhaps we can manage to discover where he walks or when, and then follow him and put a blade in his throat or an axe in his back. You know, either works. Right, well, I'm just here looking for a room. I can afford it a couple of times, so that shouldn't be a problem. Probably have to get on people's good side here, but well, I have money. What? Is that a deer? Because it looks like a deer. Oh.
How do you do?
Finches. Okay.
I used to admire.
Yeah, well. What can you do? Phalian.
Phalian? Oh, I know him all right. A waste of life, that one. He lives here, you know, with his sweetheart, a trainer. What that poor girl sees in him, I'll never know. A trainer pays for their room, their food, everything. She's quite wealthy, I believe. Phalian used to have money. Used to be quite a gentleman, too. But that was before he took a fancy to the, you know, the skooma. Now Phalian's hardly ever here. He's off using skooma or wandering the city looking for some, I imagine. He comes back every night to be with a trainer. But only for a few hours, I swear. That high elf is going to wind up dead if he keeps living like this.
You don't say.
Goodbye.
Okay. Phalian was once a wealthy nobleman, but he squandered his fortune away on schooner. Phalian spent most of his time wandering the city looking for the drug, leaving his sweetheart a trainer, but at the Tiber Septim Hotel. Maybe a trainer has some more information. What I know for certain is that Phalian is very close to death, but I must not kill him in the hotel if I wish to get my bonus. So it is nighttime in the hotel. But, is she up or down? Probably up. Can I go up here without... Yes, I can. Good. I mean, I could just buy a room and get that sorted, but... this room. Oh. This room. Oh. Yee. Well, that's convenient. Hello. Can I talk to you?
Yes, good. Please, I don't mean to get emotional, but I feel I can trust you. I just don't know what to do about Phalian. All he thinks about, all he cares about is skooma. He was a fine young man once, but he's lost everything. His looks, his money, his self-respect. I followed him a few times to see where he goes. He walks around the city looking for skooma. And then he goes to Lorkmir's house for several hours. It's in the Elfin Gardens district. I think the house is deserted. That's why he goes there. So he can escape from life and do his skooma. Thank you for listening. You're a good friend. I just hope my sweet Phalian can clean himself up, or that awful skooma will be the death of him.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Goodbye.
Well, let's see. Phalian is alone every day for several hours at Lorkmir's house in the Elven Gardens district. I could kill him there to avoid any witnesses. Oh, convenient. Why is there a deer in here? It's just a deer. It's not even named. What's going on? Oh, can I talk to you?
I hope I can help.
Phalian.
Phalian, you say? Why, yes, I know who he is. Talk to the publican, Augusta Calidia.
already did.
Be seeing you.
Oh well. Worth the shot. So this is the next district over, sort of the where the Tiber Septon Plaza is the sort of cream of the crop. The Elven Gardens is definitely not cheap either. The cheaper buildings, obviously, are in the market district. Right, so let's see, Lord Mia's house. Oh, it's locked, is it?
About buying discount spells?
Discount spells, I can assume by a sight. Have you heard
Are we spotted? No.
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
Well, if there's no one in here... Why do I have a feeling that this is an ambush? Skooma trade isn't exactly the legal side of things. Let's see. Shovel. It ought to have that on a second floor. And Eastern provinces. Is there anything here that could indicate, like, is there a stash of skooma just simply spread out on the floor here? Or in a container? Nope, just cheap wine. Not even... Could the basement be lit? Huh. This looks pretty regular. Ooh! Lockmere. Well... Very hard. Oh, please. I actually have a scroll that could do this, but I don't think it's worth wasting it on this. This is likely the skooma stash. At least if I were the one putting something that I didn't want others to find, this would be the container that I would use. Oh, come on, that was up there and stayed. Never mind. Oh. And there we go. Really. A brown shirt leak. Don't mind if I do. So it haven't updated per se, which means that we are in the right location. But I don't see a skooma stash. Let's see. So a steel dagger. For the amount of blood and the blood splatter, it doesn't seem like he killed himself. Which, if he was running a skooma den, also seems like an unlikely proposition. Well, okay then. Nope. I could just sit here and wait for him. I doubt he's going to be a real challenge, but... I feel like it was almost too easy. Like, I had to ever ask around when he was walking. And then mostly I would be able to be like, okay, well, he's going on a long run, and then like Glarthir, you'd have to follow him around, find a secluded spot, and do him in, but I suppose that was not the case. Albeit repetitive, that's what I liked about Glarthir. You saw, if you decided to stick with him all the way through, or obviously not killing the people he mistrusted, you followed Glarthir going deeper and deeper into madness, as the quest was called, paranoia. I like that. I like that it shows... Yes, it was rather boring and repetitive, and the only action was when Glarthir decided, I can't trust you either, so I have to kill you despite you being in full armor or full mage gear, and the only thing I have is a battle axe and no armor or skill with it. Well. What is the time? Let's wait for an hour. We should be in a safe position up here. I don't think he comes around this place. So he was only supposed to be with his beloved for a few hours every night. Well, just in case, we have a means of covering ourselves so that we are harder to spot. Probably don't need that right now, so let's go with the grey, no? War, probably don't need that. Let's just go for this one. So now we are not completely invisible, but definitely see-through. Then it's just a matter of when he will arrive. That was that's a silver dagger. Oh, we actually have a means of doing this. The Blade of Woe. The dagger designed for assassins. Why am I carrying an arrow? Go away. Don't want that. Was that from when I was shot? And then I just picked them up because they bounced off of my shield? Seems a bit iffy, but sure. So let's see, it took me less than a minute running from the Talos Plaza and over here. Not entirely certain how long he will take. As an NPC, he can bump into other NPCs all along the way, even though it's nighttime, so there aren't so many about. There's still guards, and they still count, and there are a few other night wanderers in the city. If he bumps into any of them, he will engage in conversation, as NPCs in Oblivion do. Obviously, that means that he will be slowed down in coming here. But if it's true that he spends several hours here, which might seem a bit extreme, then we should be good to go. It's just a matter of patience. And if nothing else, with the lockpicking system, I would say that I have gained that. I maybe didn't have it when I started this Let's Play, but I definitely have it in a larger amount now. So, my plan for the oncoming... what can you call it? Episodes, yes, is to finish up the Dark Brotherhood. Then, as the only thing left is the Thieves Guild, we will do that. And then we will pop on in to the Shivering Isles. I've never finished the Shivering Isles either, so hopefully we can do that. And there is a lot to explore. That way we will be hopefully at our maximum possible level when we go to the rest of the story missions. Which I don't think I needed. Oblivion isn't known for being a hard game in terms of difficulty, but I certainly don't mind it. And it, well, I wouldn't say it pushes me to play differently, because I'm still going to be using my bow and shooting people from afar, but to go for another hour. So this will be in the morning. Now he was said to be a few hours with her at night. It's not here yet. And there really isn't a skooma stash anywhere. That must mean that... Oh! Well, right on the table. What it could mean was that he would likely have the skooma with him, but if it's there on the table, well... free real estate. As it is a deserted house, it technically is. With my sneak level and the shadow, the chameleon enchantment on, he should not be able to spot me unless he actually comes all the way up here. And I don't see why he should, so... We don't even have to go down and look, because we can just put on Ring of the Grey, as that has detect life 50 feet. We won't be needing more than that, as this is inside a building. I don't think he's going to be more than 50 feet away from us. Plus, it ups our sneak level quite a bit. So there's always that. Well, I didn't actually expect to get a secondary quest from one of the other characters, but I certainly don't mind the fact that I do. Give me a good excuse to not go directly back to Cheydinhall after this is done. And it gives the possibility of a bit of, well, exploration is the wrong term, as we've already been through that area countless times. Still not here. Another morning skooma taker, eh? Alright, well. So, there haven't been much action in this episode. It's been mostly lore and fluff. But sometimes that is what is needed as well. Oh, there he is. See you walking in circles. What? Okay. I expected him to sit down. Well, he may still do that. Falian is dead. I killed him in Logmia's house, a secure location, with no witnesses. I must now return to the sanctuary and speak with Ochiva to receive my reward and bonus. Alright, well, let's get these off. Ah, no, not that. Right, so what we are to do now is, well, first off, we're going to our house on the waterfront. So the quickest way to do that would be out through the Charles Plaza district, out into the wilds, down onto the waterfront. Yeah. Probably shouldn't have the Blade of Woe equipped. I mean, it does just look like any old ebony dagger.
Hail to
but it's kind of revealing, like, oh, isn't that the Blade of Woe, the fabled dagger used by the Dark Brotherhood? Are you an assassin? What, me? No. My personality is high enough for me to actually be able to pull that off. Or, you know, I could just bribe people. Both works. Good. There's the waterfront. And that's a broken foot. And that's the other one. And now it's... Oh, I didn't heal all the way up. Oh well. Right, so we want to store some stuff. And after that, we'll take a gander at the map and see where Mr. Scartail, was it, is located. Blackwater Blade. Oh yeah, that was the one that we got for killing that, well, not killing that pirate. Bandit. Blech. Cruelty's Heart. That's a heavy amulet. I mean, it's pretty decent in terms of enchantment, but it's also very, very heavy. Let's see, is there anything else that I would like to stash away? I can sell that. Probably do that right after this. None of these are really particularly heavy. Well, shepherd's pie. Where did I get that? Also, if a shepherd's pie is enough to cure disease, let me be diseased a bit more. Not that. Do we have any... I don't think we have any other stuff. Let's see. The common sodium. No. Okay. Works for me. Right. Questers. I must journey to the southeastern tip of Cyrodiil to a swamp known as Bogwater. There I will find a renegade shadowscale known as Scartail. I must kill Scartail and return his heart to Tainava. Can do. So we know that's near Leowin, which is fine. Okay. All the way down. Yeah, well, that is pretty far. Right. Right. So, in the next episode, I will have sold off that Shadow Banish wine and gotten 200 gold for it, because that's a great reward for something that you have to trudge through Imperial forts that you don't even know where it is. So, I will meet you... get back here, map. I will meet you... probably down by... what is this place called? Tidewater Cave. And from there we will walk across to Bogwater and see what that is about. I have a feeling that Scartail either A, know that we're coming and wants to negotiate, or B, is gonna put up a fight. If we don't shoot him from afar, that is. Either way, I plan to, since we are steering towards a more melee-based playthrough, well, I plan to torture him. Well, I plan to torture him, but that's in the next episode. So, until then, take care.